welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2 from the Dreamhack Atlanta Europe regionals. We have a sometimes Protoss, sometimes Terran, and most times charismatic Zerg. In the top left, the Italian Stallion. It's Raynor, the fastest player in StarCraft 2, but he's got an interesting, a weird opponent. Some might even call him strange. A little bit of lore is strange. Playing Pult to a draw twice in a row many years ago, which has never been repeated. In fact, a draw game at all. I'm just putting out, I'm just saying, it's a thing that can happen. It's a thing that can happen. Just to remind you. This game, it comes highly recommended. I do truly like these games that aren't just, you know, like Raynor versus Cyril or something. Partially because it's not ZVZ in that specific instance, but also I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen Raynor play much ZVP lately, and honestly, I haven't seen Strange at all lately. This is one of those... Maybe he comes up with something that Raynor literally hasn't seen before. A style, a strategy. There's still a lot of flexibility on both sides of ZVP at the moment. Like Hero, we're gonna say revolutionized, which it might be given a little too much credit, but brought us away from the Sky Toss, at least to some extent, and threw us into the Twilight Zone. But there's still, and for Zerg players, while Queen Walks might not be quite as much of a thing, Hydra's, Lingbane, occasionally Muta timings, there's still a very healthy amount, if healthy is the word we were going to use, of Sky Toss games. But I am interested to see something new, so I better be watching closely. Ah, yes. The Twilight Council, but a 2-base Twilight. No Stargate. This is a Twilight opener. Shenanigans are afoot. The Twilight doesn't tell you anything, but it's not a Stargate nowadays. Probably not Blink, but in ZVP, DT drop. Wait, he only has 2. Oh god, is it just a charge lot? Oh my god! You disgust me! Okay, let me just tell you something. He chronoed his Nexus at the natural. Let me point something out. He chronoed his Nexus, it wasn't building any probes. Yeah. He wanted Raynor to see that chrono. And well, I'm sorry, I just chronoed the game for a moment. He's doing everything he can. I mean, he's building probes now, but he added the gateways earlier. He's doing everything he can to convince Raynor this is some sort of economic timing. Some sort of, just quick third, maybe a Stargate behind. But is Raynor convinced? Like, wow, he's really trying to sell that early economy. But 2 Adepts. A Roach runs on the way, a handful of Lings. 12 Lings. There's no gas at the natural. The 3rd base building a single spore. The Roach one is a standard timing. I don't know if he's convinced or not yet. And the 3rd base is not just a placeholder. Did Raynor see that? He doesn't actually have vision right of the unit in the wall. Which means these Adepts come as quite a surprise to a Raynor who is supply blocked right now and can't even start any Roaches as the Adepts close in on his 3rd. It's an old build, but apparently it still checks out as Raynor he was not ready. He was about as unprepared as he could be without skipping the Roach one. There's nothing. Like, there are Roaches on the way now, but that supply block combined with hiding this. Oh, God. Oh. Well, I mean, Raynor has 38 drones, which isn't horrible. Strange obviously didn't have that many probes. He tried to sell Raynor on the idea, but he wasn't building them consistently. He's just killing the main. Like, he recalls... Whoa. That's quite a play. He recalls the Adepts, which is probably the best move in that scenario. Because eventually they're going to get killed otherwise, and it's unlikely to get very much efficiency. So now he has enough units to actually defend his third and maintain this economic advantage. Raynor getting caught off guard by a strange build. And I can tell you right now, like, this is like walking around with wet socks as a Zerg player. You can't go... It's uncomfortable. It's just all... It's not fun. Everything, you're just squishing around. Get between your toes and all that. It's not good. It's not fun. The Adepts are actually killing roaches here. Enough Adepts, like, their damage is pretty high. It's just that the roaches, they don't get a bonus against roaches, so they're not an ideal target, but that doesn't mean they can't efficiently kill them with these sorts of numbers. Raynor up to 60 drones. Oh my god, he's just now starting the lair. And he's doing it in the main with the base that's already damaged. Which, I mean, it'll give it some more HP, but it doesn't heal to fall. The lair at a high risk of getting sniped. Maybe by Adepts. Like... This feels really bad. Like... You're locked into some of the slowest units in the game. Zerglings are not going to cut it. He's forced down this roach path. There's Immortals already out. Oh my god. Gateway man, take me by the hand. Warp me in a plan. The Adepts are still acting like the most annoying oracles. All the vision, and also even more murder. He doesn't care. Raynor manages to get the block in time. He's just killing the roaches. Like, I just... No! Somebody stop. You're not allowed to do this. Like, stop him. You can't come in here. Employees only. Okay. No, not there either. That's the employees' parking lot. And okay, that recall was not as good. That was more of a, I hope this makes you even more tilted recall than it was a legitimate play. You got 4 bruised Adepts out. And now recall's on cooldown for a few minutes, so I'm not as enthused about that one, but in the making a Zerg player tilt sense, oh my god. Oh, recall out and blink right back in. That's a lot of roaches here, but not a single Ravager means he can slice up this battle just how he likes it. Yeah, I'll take 4 roaches. What's the next course? 14 more. Are you sure, sir? That's a bit much. Yeah, but... the drones are pulled. Well, it's not going... he's dead. He's super dead. The Adepts did way too much, and there's really no light at the end of the tunnel for you as a Zerg. Like, a strange build, yet a strong one. And... No. Oh, Jimmy. The between game. Okay, fine. It's one of the, like, it's one of those plot devices. It's like the Dune plot device, where the shields, they block the high projectile things, but you can stab them with a sword thing. Or a sword. Not a sword thing, just a regular sword. It's one of those builds that still works, but only if your opponent doesn't really remember it exists. Or is just not even thinking about preparing for it. We'll see if he can pull 2 out of that same hat. Strange with a strong execution, but I think Raynor's going to be a little more careful to read the tea leaves in game 2. Also, that I love the choice to do that build on Cosmic Sapphire. Well accepted as the best Zerg map out there. Just because of the sheer size, how large the engagement angles are outside of the first few bases. It's very comfortable, the rush distance in general, and how easy it is for, like, as the game goes on, the mid and late game are usually very comfortable for Zerg. So pulling out like a Glaive's timing on Cosmic Sapphire, I think strategically a great move. Even if it doesn't work, that's maybe your throwaway map as well. Tropical Sapphire, a little closer to the standard, a little smaller. Still just standard macro, but we don't deviate too much from it. Besides Stargate, Moon Dance, and Waterfall. But enough about Terran maps. Cybercore on the way. What are we going to see this time? Does he revert? Well, the standard is Stargate into Oracle. And then after the first Oracle, that's where the creativity sometimes kicks in. The Twilight, definitely out of the ordinary. Definitely strange. But he starts Warp Gate immediately. Not cutting, but honestly, a little bit of a pet peeve from me. I'm always a big fan of pointing out minor grievances. But, like, I'm not convinced that cutting Warp Gate for a few seconds to get a Stargate quicker is worth it, both in the sense of scouting and also, I've seen a few people do it, like, delay their Warp Gate and then go Twilight anyways. Strange, didn't delay Warp Gate and he goes Twilight. He's not just going to do it again, right? That's the beauty of the Twilight Council, though. You can go, it could be DTs, charge lots. The only thing that really is a bit questionable, even Archon drop has seen its day. Oh, it looks like we're going to pull out the Dark Templar. The Deets are the choice this time around. A similar but completely different response required. You still need those spores. Now, the big kicker of the Archon drop, well, we haven't seen the Robo yet, but I assume that's coming up very soon. The big kicker of DTs and then, well, is the Archon drop potential as a follow-up. Wait, is he? Whoa, okay, wait, no, he's not building a Robo, though. No. So DTs have a blink upgrade. But why? He's not building a Robo, he's not spending any additional gas, and he got a third gas, and he's hiding it. Which, there's not anything else on the table to spend your gas on. Which makes me think it's DT Blink. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why? There's a third base into DT Blink. Now, Adept Glaives, that was an old build, but it was a build. DT, this is not a thing. This is not a thing. Maybe besides whatever beta patch added Blink DT. You know, no one does this. And unfortunately, Strange is left with some awkward choices, which are warping DTs to defend or give up the third. And just the fact there are no units and no Stargate units on the field is going to be a massive red flag here for Raynor. This is not a, oh, nice, I got the third. This is a, oh my god, what is it? I would have loved to see a more capable defense on the third, maybe another Adept or two or something. and then what Strange would have done in that case. But Raynor, he knows. Wait, go to the Raynor cam. He saw it, right? Oh my god, he doesn't have a lair. Oh. Oh. Okay, okay. Did he notice? Oh no. That's so many DTs. This was another version of just like keeping your powder dry for so long. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. I mean, it's really bad. He lost some of the DTs. Like, what am I watching? He's trying to buy. Oh my god! Ah, he's done it! He's successfully body blocked the Dark Templar out of the base, which is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Yes! Press your bodies up against the hatchery! It worked. The blink, and on the other side, Strange he had pylon walled in, so Raynor will survive, and actually still has 50 drones, because Strange was committed to trying to kill the hatch. Yeah, the Queen Carapace upgrade for the hatchery working out this time, but a costly one. Overall, honestly, it could have been way worse. If Strange had split the DTs, like maybe some to the main, this is to be honest, it's giving me the vibe of those Protoss players who have like 2 builds they use on a barcode on the ladder. Because right now, Raynor is getting almost as much done with his counter Zerglings as Strange got done with like 7 blink DTs. Even though Raynor got kind of blindsided by the DTs, the fact that Strange lost his third and didn't challenge it was already a giveaway. That already had given away that Raynor needs to build units. You don't just lose your third. You don't just lose your third. So he had the preparation to build the units. He just needed to wait until he could see the things that were killing him. With all that said, now that Strange has his third, he has +1. Does he have charge? He has charge done. It's not like he's in a horrible spot. He's got Archon Immortal Charge lot. He's still got a capable economy. It's still just Roachling Ravager for Raynor as well. Like, as the supplies. That's really the story. Raynor will be maxing out with Roach speed soon, team. Whereas Strange is still a long way off. Even with the cost efficiency of these units, the weight of a massive Zerg brick can be brought down upon him. Especially if Strange decides to move out instead of sit back. Strange has not realized that Raynor is just going for that huge army. Well, no, the army supply is 122 to 69, which is nice enough for Raynor. Some of it's on the other side, some of it's in production. +2 attack is done. The 4th base will be taken out. On paper, huge army supply. The concave is pretty good. The corrosive bile is not, I mean, that's a, oh wow. Whoa, that's a lot of Roach Ravager. The force fields are zoning. He's knocking them down almost as quick as they go up, but that's a lot of Roach Ravager right there. That's just a biomass. Much larger than the DTs tried to cut through. Yep, a recall picks up an Immortal. Probably the best move here. Alright. Smartly done. Okay, well, I'm waiting for it. Like, let's see. Line it up, Raynor. He's not even bothering. You gotta throw the... You gotta give it a shot, right? You miss 100% of the corrosive biles you don't fling out randomly. Zerg Gretzky. Hey, he said that. So, Cyril. Shield battery overcharge. The Roach Ravager bearing down. The Concave. Inevitable. Archon's targeted. Immortals from the high ground. War Prism coming back to help out. Corrosive Biles are landing. The Roaches are thinning out pretty dramatically. But Immortal... Okay. Well... Just getting rid of all the weak units here as strange as 6 Immortals and 7 other units on the ground. 8. Now with an Archon. Oh my god, the Archon needed to be juggled out. It was stuck as a House Archon. Raynor doesn't have much of a follow-up. He's getting a Hive and a Hydra Den. But he's just now finishing the 4th. The worker count is not that great. Oh, Disruptor has joined the... Oh, watch out. The Queen's on an intercept course, but the Immortals are going to make him turn around. Brenda! You told me it'd just be a Warp Prism! Well, we can't see inside them. What? Well, there goes another base. This time, not even bothering. 2 Disruptors out. He's got double Robo. Immortal's still in the Prism. I'm wondering if we'll see some Ruptor drops. Well, yeah, it is more embarrassing when you miss that much. Like, now that I look at it, maybe just don't bother. Immortal's blasting through his spine. Some juggling. This is not worth the time of anyone involved. God, the Ruptors. The Ruptors! Strange didn't react quite quick enough for the money shot. And now Raynor, very aware of the Ruptors. Vipers on the way. Something to drag those Disruptors out of their concentration. And if they've already fired their shot and it interrupts it, it's still on cooldown. As soon as that shot is fired, it's on cooldown. Of course, there are a lot of shots to fire right now. Another base. The one thing Strange is struggling with is attacking and defending simultaneously. Whoops in some Zealots. There should be enough here. Disruptor shot hits literally nothing. Another shot. 1 Ravager, 1 Roach. Zerglings cut down. More DT Archons. Blink on the way. This keeps distracting me in the corner of the map. Raynor is now trying to keep Strange contained until he can transition into Mass Lurker. And while Lurkers can be countered by Disruptor Immortal, it appears Raynor wants the amount of Lurkers that can only be countered by carriers. And there is not a Stargate. Once you get to double-digit Lurkers with their upgrades, you can't really fight that with a ground army anymore. It's just not really possible, especially with Vipers involved. Like, I guess maybe. Oh, the Disruptors get a connection. Another blob of Roaches. That's a technical term. Hits an Archon with 1. The Lurker counts up to 6, which is by no means an overwhelming number. Is there any detection? He does not have observers. So, it's going to be a bit of a rude awakening. How does it feel? The Lurkers are out. The Disruptors are the only detection. A double shot softens up and kills the Queens. Zealot counter. He's going to break his way out of here not to get cornered. Lurker speed finishing momentarily. Couple observers on the way. Strange finally has taken a 4th. Not quite mining from it yet, but he's getting there. Alright, Disruptors, the fadeaway. Oh, he got the Archons. And he almost dragged the Archons into the Ruptor hits. But the Disruptors ward off the rest of the army while the hatchery goes down. This is still a very difficult army to engage. If you wander a step too far forward, they will blast your leg off. At the same time, though, Strange is... he's on the clock here. He's only building disruptors. He's not even started a Stargate, so he's looking to fight this on the ground. The disruptors, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for 4! Gets them all! Counter my lurkers now, as Raynor kidnaps the only real defense. Not a single disruptor shot means this is quite a entrenched position. And +3 ranged attack is about to finish for Raynor. The Zealots are cutting down the base that I believe... oh, no. This is the same base that the DTs tried to get. It has survived through the anger and the mildly incompetent vengeance of the Protoss for 16 minutes. And we'll see how much further it can make it. The Lurker count is now at 18, which, getting out of hand. Already out of hand. I can't count that many. I'm running out of toast. Meanwhile, big swipes. Lurkers, double hit. It's 1 Lurker, which is not enough. The Lurkers are doing so much damage. They can go straight through this area, while the Disruptors actually have to arc around. And Strange is pinned up against his own Nexus. Well, he's not going to have that problem anymore, because Raynor will be taking the Nexus. What is the long-term strategy here is the question, though. Like, Disruptor shots, pulls them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. The splash damage count to those Storm Disruptor. Observers, blinks forward. There's nothing left on the Vipers. The Immortal Archon charge lot. The Protoss cutting forward. Units thinning out. Oh no, where did the Observer go? He had it sieged up! And how fitting the attack ends when his detection was out of position. Oh, he almost had enough to clean this up. I don't know if that would have made the difference, but the Observer was in surveillance mode, and that means the Lurkers will survive for now. That's a very optimistic army moving forward. He's got just enough Archons to make 1 Archon of shields. And now he's got just enough Gs to type 2 of them and get to game 3. Raynor with a surprisingly stressful but capable game 2. It got a little dicey, but wins out on the ground. The Disruptor counter. And that's, for better or worse, why we build carriers. At the end of the day. Stressful. I can't believe he body blocked a hatchery against blink DTs. Literally nowhere for them to blink. Which is the most ridiculous way. Well, game 3, inside and out. Moment of silence. For those disruptors who really tried, but not nearly hard enough. So Strange has reached in to the Twilight Council twice now. And he's come out with 2 different but dangerous things. Honestly, though, as a Zerg, unless your opponent literally tells you what version of Twilight Council it's going to be, if you want to play a more macro-oriented style, all you can do is defend. Raynor did the most aggression you can do against the Twilight build, which is like 12 Zergling counterattack. Those 12 Zerglings did... they 100% kept him in the game. If he did not cancel that 3rd base so many times... he didn't force the wall off behind the Stalker at the natural, I think Strange would have had the position in the economy to just carry it through, because Raynor would have really struggled to compete. But having to just retake that third base made it so Strange never had the timing. Even then, it looked a little dicey, but I can't believe he body blocked this. Oh my god. The flesh wall, if you would. I wouldn't. Just, Standard openers. Including the Twilight. Which seems to be the go-to. Now, what flavor is it going to be? Are we back to Adepts? Raynor, there's not much to adjust unless you're going to do an early timing. He's chronoing probes at the natural. I wonder... this time he is building the probes. Only one of them. Like, he keeps doing this. But Raynor is clearly watching. I wouldn't be surprised if Raynor's timing out probes getting added on. Because that's what he did, like... We'll see. Based on the Roach timing, whether or not he is predicting this. The Roach one needs to start in, like, the next 15 seconds or so. Get up to around 38 drones, and then build Roaches. And pray you found the right number. Alright, Raynor. There's also been some players who try to defend it with a Zergling Baneling, but Banelings are less than reliable. Roach one starts a little later, but should still have enough time. "14 Zerglings on the way. Not gonna just let this third base go. And either way, the Zerglings will force Strange to tip his hand. Like, if he defends the third with a bunch of Adepts, well, that's a bit of a giveaway. If he doesn't, that's also a giveaway that you're hiding something, so... And that's usually why the Stargate usually masks these sort of things. Roach one's done. Raynor is not supply blocked. He's immediately making Roaches. Oh, no. Well, targets the pylon. No warpins here. Okay, he gets the Adepts. The Adepts into the natural. Roaches are out. And cancel. No, that's not a wall. Oh, no, he's made a mistake. Oh, no, it's a disaster. Oh, well, I mean... Sure, you totally meant that. I know. That was exactly what you... Well, Raynor has deflected this. Now found the space. And we're looking at a solid 50 drones here. Oh god. All reliable. The Dark Shrine. Did Raynor? No, not even close. Adding that on the Zergling counter, looking good yet again. Raynor actually a little supply block. He should have enough Roaches. 10 Roaches is more than enough to significantly discourage these Adepts. Of course, the key to Adepts is forcing them to split. Oh, okay. Well, this is not great. Raynor with the classic attacking and defending simultaneously strat. So far, proving to be pretty overpowered. Strange, this pony has already showed its trick, and this time Raynor's not falling for it. Oh, well, This ain't going great. Is there detection? There are spore crawlers. He's gonna try to drag the army out of position.
Our forces are under attack.
The adepts just shade through. Okay, is there a lair? Tell me there's a lair. Not again! Oh, here we go again. Oh no, the delayed DTs are sometimes. Oh my god, he traps the spore with the depths! Oh, what a disgusting play! Oh my god. I don't know if warping in more units here is gonna have a lot. So, all the adepts will die. You try to target another spore. There's no spore at the natural. Oh, wait a sec. Uh-oh. 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 Well, he's killing the roach for him. So the only danger right now, and it's a large danger, it's not an asterisk, 32 roaches. The DT, the spore's on its way down. Oh, here we go again! Oh, it's disgusting. I don't know, you gotta burrow. The ritual is complete! The summoning! What a save! And despite how uncomfortably effective this is, it's now 79-6 army supply. And while I'm not a mathematician, I know that I can't count Raynor's supply on my fingers and toes. Whereas the Protoss player, we're still in that range. So, that's enough to tell me that that was some of the most dramatic and Raynor somehow found himself in the same situation, but several times over. Oh, I bet Strange is an absolute nightmare on the ladder. Oh, God. You know he's a barcode. You know it. Well, double supply, but Raynor can't really move out until at least speed. He can, but he risks a surprisingly strong counterattack. So he's going to be at like 200 to 100 supply. There's a Robo Bay on the way, a second Robo. Strange is once again attempting a third. I think he'll finish this one for now, but Raynor may be coming across the map soon, so... Double Ruptor. Raynor's had a comfortable enough economy. He can lose all these roaches and ravagers and pretty easily build them all again. Whereas Strange, I mean, that's not enough. The disruptors, even if they get a max radius hit, no, that would be good. That would definitely turn things around. Speed ain't done yet. He's still 5 seconds. That's a very important 3 seconds. Speed is now done. The Immortal. Where's the force field? That second shot. Oh my god, he whipped it. He had 2 shots in the barrel. And he just... Oh, well. Raynor just steps up, slaps the gun out of his hands, says, get out. Ooh. Well, that was quite a roller coaster. I hope you enjoyed experiencing it with me and experiencing Dreamhack Atlanta, November 18th through 20th, or afterwards on YouTube. But make sure to check out the B streams. I'll be casting live, for better or worse as well. Thank you guys for watching. Check out this video. I might tide you over for now. Good luck, have fun. We'll make your day a little bit better. See you next time. Stay chill.